Congratulations, you just got married, or you're going to get married soon, or you're going to be moving in with your partner, or something similar, whatever. It doesn't matter. The point is, your life is about to be connected to somebody else's financially. That doesn't have to be scary, and it doesn't have to cause arguments. My name is Jake Williams. I'm a life insurance specialist with Step Up Wealth Management. For more information on a comprehensive financial plan, how you can set one of those up with your partner, or any other information like that, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. That way you're notified anytime I upload new videos. This is going to be the first in a string of videos that I'm going to put together on finances and financial planning for newlyweds, new couples, people that are getting engaged, or that are exploring what it's going to mean financially for any of those options. This is something that's kind of forefront for me because just in the last week, well, you may have noticed I haven't uploaded videos in the last week, and that's because, well, I just got married. So it's been something that's been on my mind, and I wanted to make sure I shared that information with you guys. So the big thing is you're going to have to start dealing with finances, or dealing with your finances with somebody else as a couple, as a partnership. And for anything like that, and you've probably heard this in a lot of other ways in regards to a marriage or an engagement or moving in together, communication is key. Communication is key. You are a partnership. You are working together, and you have to make sure that you both know the important information regarding what is going on in your world. That means where you are financially right now. What do you have for income? What do you have in terms of debts? Do you have any savings set aside? Do you have savings set aside for specific things? You need to be able to talk and communicate about those, and do it without being incredibly uncomfortable or anxious or nervous about it. You need to be able to share and communicate your goals and your plans, both in terms of life, but specifically what I'm talking about with your finances. So what are you saving for? What do you have money set aside for? What do you want to be able to do? And how are you going to achieve that with your finances? You need to be able to communicate about any debts that you may have or that you may incur as a couple. Are you looking to buy a house? Do you need to buy a car? Are you going to be putting stuff on a credit card? If you're looking to get married, that can be a pretty big expense. How are you going to handle those expenses? One of the biggest things you can do to help yourself and your partner out is to start a budget. A budget is where you track out how much you have coming in and how much you have going out, so you can see visually, write it down, where money is flowing. When I use the term budget, I am not talking about specifically limiting how much you spend in certain categories or on certain things, although that can come from a budget. I'm just talking about tracking how much money you have coming in versus how much money you have going out, and where it's coming in from and where it's going to. This is primarily just to understand your finances, to know what you have and what you are doing. To get a better understanding of it, you may need to track your spending and your income for a couple of months, and then after you have a decent amount of data, then start looking for trends, for patterns, for problems. But the first thing is you have to track it and know where it is and where it's going. Third, you and your partner are not the same person, and that is fine. Play to your differences. Allow your differences to be your strengths and not a weakness. Different people have different types of habits with their money, and that can cause a lot of arguments if you don't address it properly. But if you use it to your advantage, it can actually make you stronger. Are you someone who likes to save every dollar that you spend, but your partner is someone that has to spend the money as soon as they earn it? Use that to your strengths. If you're a saver, put the saver in the relationship in charge of your long-term planning. Have the saver in the relationship, the person who wants to tuck every dollar they have away into a bank or a safe or something else. You put them in charge of making sure that you are contributing to financial plans, that you are contributing to your savings, that you are building that liquidity and saving the money that you need to be a financially strong couple. If you're a spender or there's a spender in your relationship, maybe you put them in charge of your short-term spending or your fun money. That's where you can allow that spontaneity to be a good thing, and you can allow that individual to flourish and be themselves while still having a strong financial plan as a couple, as a partnership. Are you someone who is very detail oriented and wants to know every single bit of every single thing that is going on? Build that into a spreadsheet or write it out. Track out your details. Use that to your advantage. And conversely, if you're someone that you don't want to be weighed down by all the details and you just want that final picture, just look at the bottom line of the budget. How much is coming in? How much is going out? Are we okay? What do we need? Use your differences to your advantage, and you can keep it from becoming a source of an argument. The biggest key in all of this and all parts of what I've been talking about leads back to my first point, and that is just to communicate. If you've been talking to friends and family about getting engaged, getting married, or have just gotten married, you've probably gotten some advice from different people, whether you've asked for it or not. What's a piece of financial advice for couples that you've gotten recently? Drop me a comment down below and let me know. I'd love to hear it. After this video, be sure to check out my video on the budget, which I call the key to unlocking a financial plan. So let's recap. I gave you 3 things that are really important to starting your financial journey as a partnership, as a couple. That is to communicate, that is to start a budget, and that is to play to your strengths. If you do those 3, it's going to make things a lot easier. If you like this video, or you're looking for you and your couple to sit down and find ways that you can play to your strengths and build a stronger financial plan, click on the link in the description below to apply to become my client. Thanks for watching. Make sure you take care of your now, your future, and beyond.